Guys, happy Sunday and welcome to a quick little CC overview video. I promised that I was going to come back more often to show you what I've been working on, so I'm not a total stranger to you all. So yeah, this is what I have been working on for the last month. It is the Brownstone kitchen collection, part of the wider Brownstone collection that is going to span over the next 3 months. So this is month 1, and yeah, it's this kitchen here that you can see in front of you. I was heavily inspired by Athena Calderon's Brownstone townhouse, and not specifically for particular bits of CC, but just a general feeling. I really liked just how amazingly chic her home is, and I decided that I wanted to recreate that kind of atmosphere in this set. I went with a more minimalist look for the kitchen. I just felt I didn't particularly love her kitchen. It was a bit more traditional to me, and I wanted this one to be more modern and minimalist. So yeah, ooh, lovely camera angles. This is a quick little showcase of everything that's in the set. Chairs, base game, and the windows are coming next month, so don't ignore the windows, but don't expect the windows with this set right now. Those will be out next month in the next set, along with a whole other load of windows and doors, but more about that next month. So that's a cheeky little sneak peek. Oh wow. By the way, this is like the 4th attempt at doing this video, because my computer was having many farts and dropped many frames. So yeah, I don't know what I've said in previous ones, but let's hope we can work it out. So yeah, this is, if you want this to be uploaded into the gallery, let me know, but otherwise I'm not going to, because it's pretty like, hey, it's a kitchen. Yeah, maybe when the set's completely finished I can do a build and everything with it, but for now this is it. So if we go down here, we have everything that comes with this set. As always with all of my sets, you can search Brownstone, the name of it, and you're gonna get to see all of the items that are in the set. I think there's like 25 or something. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Oh, 22. 22 items in the set. And I'm going to show them all to you. So this, as I said, was inspired, I don't know if I did say it, was inspired by Belgian architects and designers. And they have this very impractical lip around them, which it's okay in The Sims. You don't have to really like wipe down your counters properly. Well, you do, they do get a bit dirty, but you don't have to like wipe off the crumbs off the side, if you get what I mean. I think these are very practical for like so that your liquids don't spill down the front of the door fronts, because actually in your kitchens normally get ruined by spills going down the front of them. So it's practical in that way, impractical for crumbs and stuff, because you have this little like groove here. But look, it's The Sims, it's fine. We can do all of these impractical things that look pretty, and we don't need to worry about it. So yeah, that's where it was taken from. And so these counters are actually a little bit deeper than a regular counter. Maybe I should just show you that. If we could do a little comparison side by side. Let's get this cool kitchen one. You can see they're just a little tiny bit deeper than a regular counter, and that is because I really wanted to make sure that I could have built-in appliances. So all of these appliances are actually built in, they're not freestanding, they snap into your counters. Well, this one's a hob, and also this one here, this is a dishwasher. We'll get through to those later, but yeah, these are the counters. They come in woods, they come in paint, and they come in plaster. This is the plaster finish here. It has a whole variety. These are like the all over plaster counter fronts, everything. And then we have the plaster with marble, plaster with terrazzo, and plaster with the black marble. This. So yeah, and then the woods come with the marbles, the terrazzo, and the 2 different marbles and the terrazzo. So 3 different worktops, and all these different finishes. So there was a lot of swatches, so I made sure that I split it up into 2 different objects. That's why there's 2 different objects for it. A little pro tip, I noticed here that I have so many swatches in this one that the counters go off the side and you can't pick them. Pro tip, if you have this problem, normally I don't have this issue because all of my counters are normally very expensive and towards the right hand side of the screen. But if you maybe apply a filter, it will change the location of your counter so you can get to the little elements. Here I don't actually have a problem with it in my normal thing, but say it was like here and it did go off, you can just change and apply a filter. So normally I would apply a filter, like, I don't know, do a color, and then you have multiples of the same object, so you've got a higher chance that it's going to be more to the right hand side of the catalogue. This is such a random tip, but I get a lot of people going like, I can't pick my counter thing. Do this, move it so that it just changes the location of the catalogue, apply a filter, and you're good to go. Okay, so yeah, this comes in a whole load of colours. It's kind of like all my favourite colours from the living room set that we did. So we've got all of these wood tones. I'm just going to flash through these. Of course, everything comes in these tones. And then we have paints, so we have a nice classic white. A real white. And then we have a black as well. That's navy blue. We have the Sabe, puke, because I don't think you're going to find a set where I don't use the colour puke. Burnt orange, burgundy, and pink, because this pink that we created for the living room set is, I think we nailed powder pink now, so I will be using it forevermore. And because I'm a girl and I fully embrace the stereotypical pinkness in my older age. So yeah, that is the counters. And then the cabinets, of course, come in all the same colours because it's, you know, it's CC, of course they do. So these are all the pieces that come. Oh, there's the tall one as well. That is a cabinet, so it looks like you've got some extra kitchen storage. But what's cool about these cabinets and also about the counters is that it's kind of a bit more modular than a normal kitchen. Normal kitchens, the end piece is kind of a random length, but these are exactly half a tile wide. So no matter what space you have, you're always going to be able to use the end pieces. And please do me a favor when you do download this, whether it's early access or wherever you get it for free, please use the end pieces. Please. Thank you. It just looks a whole lot more finished, and the countertop looks like it has a bit more thickness to it when you use the end pieces. So yeah, even if you have one tile of space, you can just use 2 end pieces together. Let me do this. So no matter what the space, you always have the opportunity to have a completed look. So yeah, that's what's unique about these counters, and also the cabinets. The cabinets do the same, and they match up exactly in line with the counters. If you have an end piece, will always match up. See how it lines up? The ones in game, I'm sorry EA to shame me like this, but they don't. They never match up. The cabinets always overrun the counters. I don't know why. I don't know what the theory is behind it, but yeah, they never line up, but I like mine to line up, so that's what it does. Then this half one is open, and it's really cool. You can do these like little mismatching things, and I've showed it over here. So you could like do all stuff like this. I like this, for example, if you had a medium, you can't do this on the shortest wall height, but if you had a medium height wall, you can do this because you'd be up one like that. But yeah, you can mix and match. There is also a matching shelf as well that goes with it, and you have all of the different pieces. So you have a left end piece, a right end piece, you have an outside corner, you have an inside corner, and you have the regular straight bit as well. This comes in all of the same colours that your cabinets come in, so you can mix and match and do some cool options with your cabinets. So yeah, that's those cabinets, and I think this is more versatile. Of course, this is half a tile as well, so you can do some cool things with that. I really like this whole large cabinet on top and small one at the bottom. Yeah, that and with these two together look kind of cool. So that's all of those ones. Then we have, let's go on to the appliances, I suppose, would be the fridge. So this is actually the fridge. It looks just like the largest cabinet, that largest wall cabinet, and comes in all the same swatch colors. Now I'm going to say here it looks perfectly the same color. Sometimes on the top it doesn't, sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. There is a thing in the game called a shader. It affects the way that the light hits the object. Now all these cabinets and these counters have a shader called a counter shader. It means that no matter where they are, they always have the same shading. They look great, like there is lit up the same way as there, but if you did that with a normal object, you get variance. So this one is probably lit up differently to this one because it's a different shader. And we have to use the same shader that we normally use on a table. We also have to use it on appliances. So that means you can never get them exactly matching. It's really infuriating. You can't use it because if you do use it, and I have tried, don't get me wrong, I have tried, all of your animations don't work. And there's an animation here to open the fridge door. So if I applied the same counter shader to get this lit perfectly, doesn't work. Because funny enough, I actually apply the counter shader to the sink so that it matches in perfectly with the worktop, but I can't do the same trick to the fridge. It's also why you have that extra file with my kitchens, which is the no occluders mod. It means, because normally appliances are used to leave a huge dark mark on counters. So yeah, that's to override and get rid of that shadow. That's why you have that extra file. There's lots of works around that you have to do, but yeah, that's the fridge. Looks very, very cute in this color as well. So you've got your plasters, your paints, your woods, and then we get onto the, I think, which is probably the highlight of the set and the pièce de résistance, the masterpiece that is this kitchen island. And I decided that moving forward, we need to be taking risks with our CC. If you want run-of-the-mill stuff, this is not the place to come. I want to create more unique pieces. I think personally, myself, when I was building in The Sims, it was more of an aspirational. I was more of an aspirational builder and player. I play The Sims so that I have this amazing dream life, not my everyday life. I already have my everyday life. If I play The Sims, there's got to be a good reason. It's got to be that it's a better life. So I create all of these stuff because this is like the dream perfect life that I would like, which would be all of this designer stuff. So yeah, this one comes in 3 parts, this island. You have the middle, you have the left and the right, and you can use it just like the 2 pieces together would still work, or you could have these 2 pieces or just this single piece. But yeah, it's made to go together. I didn't do a traditional island in this. As I said, we want to break the rules a little bit, and that just helps to be a little bit more creative. Instead of doing things that people expect you to do, you do things that you want to do, which would be this island. That's the result of it. Before, I've been very much like, oh, but an island, you have to sit at it, you have to have stools, you have to do this. People expect all of these matching parts, and you know what? I'm not here for it. So yeah, this island. It's unique, it's one of a kind, and it has all of the same swatches that the cabinets had. Well, no, it doesn't. It has stones, because this is meant to be like a stone island. So we can see, let's just change it to this one. So you have the stones and the plaster, and the sink does matcheth. Where is the swatch? Boop, boop, boop. Is it that? No, that's not this one. It matches, so it's completely seamless, the sink. I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. Slightly inspired by Kim Kardashian's bathroom, I'm not gonna lie. I know her house, her mansion is divine, but her sink in the bathroom is just a tiny dip. It just has like a tiny dip in the worktop for the water to run away, and it just has a slit for the water to run through. This one was a bit of a bigger slit than that one. But yeah, that's the principle. I didn't want it to have like a regular drain or anything, so the water runs through that. But yeah, this is the island, and yes, as I said, you can't sit at it because not all islands are actually made to be sat at, but you can put in either your sink or your hob in this middle section as well. And all of these spaces are prep areas as well. So your Sims will use this just like any other counter. But for appliance sake, I wouldn't recommend adding in any of these appliances. They're not made to fit into this island. They're just gonna look a little bit strange. They're made to fit into these counters. But the hob and the sink look really, really good. Personally, if I was using this island, I'd put a sink or a hob in it anyway. I wouldn't want to put my oven in it if that was a thing. So yeah, that's the island. And then because, you know, we're all about breaking rules, but also we're kind of practical on the other side, is that maybe you do just want your seating in the middle of your kitchen and you want an island. So we made this alternative island because, you know, it came out of necessity. So we have the regular counters that come with it. Also, a lot of times I see islands that are just counters. They don't have any seating at them like that. So we made this table. There is also the version that goes on the left hand side. So if you want it on the right or you want it on the left, you have both options. Let me get to that. There we go. See, you can have left or right. So I would normally make this up with like a centerpiece and then the end pieces, like I said before. And you can have your hob on there, or you can have your sink on there. You can have whatever you want. Let me put this somewhere. There we go. Or you can have your sink on there. I think the sink always looks good. And of course, you've got the matching swatch. We'll have it. So we have it with a black metal. Each one comes with black, silver, and a kind of gilver color. Where are we? There we go. We could have that one if you wanted. Or you can have the silver. We're going to do the black for this one. And you have this seating here. Well, I don't know why I didn't change these colors when I laid out this room, but there we go. And then you can have your seating. So this is a regular table. I've moved around the position of the chairs a little bit so that they sit comfortably in this area. And also you can't slot a chair there because, you know, that wouldn't make sense because your Sims would clip through this bit. So yeah, that's the island alternatives. So we have this one, which is kind of purely a statement piece. And then this one's a little bit more practical because you have your seating as well. And then this comes in all the same swatches I gave you before because I'm nice like that. So then we have shown the sink, and let's go on to the other appliances. We have a dishwasher in the set as well. And this comes in a huge variety of colours. So we have the metal tones, these same metal tones that are in the sink as well. I forgot to say that in the sink there's all these stones, there's the plaster, and also there's this plain metal. So if you have a regular counter that is not by moi, let's put you, you can also place in my sink and just have it in silver like that. So yeah, metals in the dishwasher, all of these, and then we have also ones that can make it a little bit more seamless. We have the same green, and then we have wood tones, and we have the plasters as well. It might be cool just to have something that's like a completely different look, so you have an accent for all of your appliances. But also, as I said, with the whole shader issue, this dishwasher, also just like the fridge, just like the oven, has to be on a different shader to the counter, so it can never fully match. So if that annoys you, which sometimes it annoys me, in natural light they always match, and then in indoor light they don't quite match. It's weird. So that's why you got the metals as well, so you can just have regular looking appliances. So that's those. And then what else have we got? Then we have did I go through I did go through this. I know I did, because I can see I changed the colour. Then we have, last but no means least, actually, I did the dishwasher, but we didn't do these hobs. So we have the stove. We also have an oven. Did we put the oven in? No, there's a stove, there's an oven, and there is a hob. Let me just get rid of this sink and I'll put in the oven. So we have an oven here that is just an oven, doesn't have the hob bit, and then we have a separated hob, and then we have the two together. You can't ever place this and this together in the same place. They take up the same slot, so that's why we have this third option with both of them together. Yeah, so it comes in a whole load of metal tones that matches the sink as well, and the dishwasher, so those all make sense. And I saw this hob, I've seen it in like ones where it's got multiple of even more of these, but I just liked having the two massive hobs here, and they're gas as well, so your Sims will cook on this. Of course, you're going to need to at least have either that one or both of these for your Sims to be able to cook everything. You can't just have a hob, you can't just have an oven, but the two of these together equal the price of that, so don't worry, it's not more expensive to have them separated. But those are the hobs and the ovens. And then last but no means least is the series of tables. We have the single tile, which I've actually never created a single tile table before, believe it or not. We have the 2-tile one, and then we have the 3-tile one, and it comes in wood tones, it comes in wood and plaster mixes, and then it also comes in just full-on plaster, which I think would look really good outdoors as well. So yeah, those are the 3 different tables. There isn't a chair with it, but I highly recommend either using the wishbone chair or my chair that is from the Halcyon collection, which recently got added into base game. Those are the 2 chairs that I think go well with it, to be quite honest. I didn't really feel the need to add another chair, so I didn't. And that is everything. Also, I highly recommend, if you want a super sophisticated bathroom, to maybe enhance the bathroom collection, I would maybe add in these plaster, all plaster options, and a fancy sink, you know, to give your bathroom a super sophisticated look. So that is everything, and as I said, this is everything in action. Let me quickly show you what everything looks like. Felix is still here because this is the lot that I used to make the living room overview video. So let's serve some lunch. Let's serve... What goes in the oven? What actually does go in the oven? I don't know. I don't think any of these. I tell you what, we'll hopefully that goes on the stove, and then you can see the hob in action. So we'll just show this sink in action. There we go. Sink. Lovely, all your water drains away. Totally missed the fridge, so I'm gonna get Felix here to get some leftovers so you can see inside the fridge. As we can see, you got your resident freezer bunny who's getting his leftovers, and yeah, you got your cans of drink and everything fitting into your fridge. And your Sims can use these counters all fully functioning, blah blah blah. Let's speed this along, and then we're gonna use our hob, which is super cool. Look at that, huge, I can only imagine how much these cost in real life to have these super ginormous gas rings. But yeah, that is everything that is part of this set. So thank you so much for watching. I will be back next month for sure to show you part 2, which is going to be these windows plus a lot more. And thank you so much for watching. I'll be back very soon. Bye guys.